run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Touchdown!
Good shit, Hines.
Naeem Hines.
Catch up.
From 10 yards out. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The quick feet by Jackson.
Oh, my God.
And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in his hands, and he explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
So there was the boom, huh? Because that's exactly what happened, right? And you can be in the right spot against him and not necessarily.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are back within a score.
That's good.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On first down, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball.
Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Let's go, bitch. Let's for running.
And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football,
That's what you get for running like a pussy. You should have got more
Now
money.
here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Let's go.
Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines.
Oh.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Oh, bitch. Let's go.
Home for a Bills touchdown. Naeem Hines.
Where your defense at, bro?
Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter
Bills
of time
Mafia,
until he popped a
nigga.
big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on.
Oh my God. Come on, man.
Time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even
I just want the game to end at this point. Show me.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just
should have been
improve and
interception
maybe
or
start to
whatever.
look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll buy some time right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you still in the 3rd quarter, they're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Okay.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and goal, Drake. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Edwards will score.
Bro.
Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Might as well just quit, bro. I'm just gonna run them.
Well, they
whole
don't
damn
really
time,
need
bro.
the points
It's
here,
really
Charles,
boring.
given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to
I got my swagger
It's a
back.
pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made.
I got my swagger back.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Joshy Allen.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into the next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because
that's my boy
it's just about
Vaughn.
looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here,
No
give
King
yourself some
Vaughn.
positive momentum and reps.
That's the real King
to
Vaughn,
focus
nigga.
on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And that is knocked away.
That should have been Intel.
Field and incomplete.
I know
You know it.
wisdom says, hey, don't
That
get
should have
it
been
all back
Intel,
in
my
one
nigga.
play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Boy, what a catch by Andrews. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short.
I said, let's
first
get
at
it,
about
let's
the
get it, let's
21.
get it, let's get it, let's get it.
And
Make
as
it
his defense
rain.